Hello there, Meoni here, and today we're looking at more Archeage. Today we've had the Rum Runner Rapids event patch, which I guess you'd call it 1.7b, or at least the pre-patch for 1.7b. I'm not really sure what this is, but this is the Rum Runner Rapids patch, and with it comes the Rum Runner Rapids event, which we'll cover in another video. But today we're looking at the skateboards, or longboards in the game. As you can see under the artistry section of your folio, if you press O, you'll be able to find the entertainment section. And in here you'll see that you can craft 2 longboards and an actual item. Now the actual item can be crafted with 13 Thunderstruck logs and a load of other gubbins, the mechanical spring and exquisite diaphragm, or for 2,000 crystals from your friendly neighborhood cash shop, which is about a couple of quid really. Which is pretty convenient. Some people have said it's devalued Thunderstruck logs, but all in all, I don't think it has. The Thunderstruck tree is still going to sell for about 250 gold regardless. So we've got some of the mats here. Some of the mats are actually quite expensive for this basic board. We're going to show off the basic and the upgraded board today. As you can see here, we need fine lumber, sturdy ingots, and copper. Now the copper bars, sturdy ingots, and fine lumber have obviously gone up in price today. Fine lumber has been put into use in 3 designs that came into this patch: the timber coupe, these longboards, and of course the actual barrel, the permanent barrel for the Rum Runner Rapids event itself. As you can see, it's going to set you back about 300 gold or thereabouts for this completion, and indeed some extra money on the side if you were to buy the cogwheel motor from the store. If you were to buy it in game, I'm not entirely sure how much that would cost you, but I can imagine it won't be particularly cheap. So we're going to buy the cogwheel motor. I've bought some credits, as you can see. We're going to get the whole kit and caboodle ready. It's just as simple as that. It's 2,000 credits. 5,000 credits is, well, I think it's 5,600 credits or something like that. Cost me £20 in real life money. Or, of course, you can farm the trees and stuff. But, you know, we fast track it for the videos, and we wanted to, we were pretty hyped to try this out, to be perfectly honest. So we came and had a go. But it's going to cost you about £10–15, basically. But, you know, imagine how much you pay when you go to the cinema. You know, compare it to that. I get more entertainment out of this game than I do going to the cinema. So once we've got the mat, we're going to go and craft it. Now, where else better to do that than friendly neighborhood Ostera? And here we are. That jump cut was perfect. Now, there's an artistry workbench right here in Freedom Plaza. Now, I'm obviously looking at the east side. For Western people, you can just track it on your map over here in the infrastructure section. You can just tick the artistry workbench button, which I'll show you in a second. But in Yini, we've got an artistry workbench. In fact, 2 of them. There's one near the shopping district, and there's one right outside the actual orchestra hall place. Let me just tick this to show you guys. A lot of people make videos and they don't show maps. So here you go. You can check it there. There's one right next to the hall and one next to the commerce area. The one in Ostera is at Freedom Plaza, as you can see, exactly where I am in the actual town. There's one, if there's 2 in Mahadivi, City of Towers, there's one over here next to the palace, and one over here next to, again, another commerce area. So that should pretty much cover it. You've got 3 choices. There are others, but I thought I'd show those off. So if we go over to entertainment and we build the first skateboard, which costs 17 labor. Now, the reason it costs 17 labor is because I have pretty high artistry. I think I've got 49k artistry, something like that. And as you can see, I can craft the second tier, but we're not going to do that. We're going to show what the base tier longboard can actually do. Now, obviously, it's not going to be able to go up hills. The functionality of the Cogblade one is, I keep calling it a Cogblade one, but the Cog empowered one, the powered skateboard, is that it can go up hills. The basic one, you actually have to kick around with your feet, as you can see. The first button, the R button by default, is to kick off, and you have to keep kicking the ground to move the skateboard or longboard around. We have a basic jump over here. We have a swerve left ability and a swerve right ability, and of course owner's mark if you really need that. I guess some people might try and steal your longboard. I don't see why they would do. And now, a few things about this. You can get about, 15 meters per second or something downhill with this. As I can say, it does not go uphill, and obviously on flats like this, you're going to need to kick it a lot around. You cannot carry trade packs on the back of longboards, so if you're thinking about doing trade runs in these things, think again, you cannot do that. Although it would be a little bit broken, because these things are a hell of a lot cheaper, and you've got to bear in mind the reason that a car can do that exact thing is because it costs about 12,000 gold to craft, as opposed to this, which is a few hundred gold, which, you know, you can do after, you know, a couple of trade runs here and there. If you really want. It serves no purpose other than a bit of swag and a bit of fun, so we're just having a mess around today. But pretty much it's limited by the fact that, you know, it can't go up hills, there's no trade pack usage. It does look pretty damn cool though, as you can see. I mean, I don't think I'm ever going to get bored of this. Obviously I'm going to craft the other one in a second, but look at that jump, that's awesome. I can imagine there's going to be some really cool skate videos out. In fact, that gives me a great idea for another music video on the channel. If you'd like to see that, leave a comment below. But anyway, let's switch over. Once we've tried to go uphill, I'll show you. Look, it's just not going to make it, and we're not even at the hill proper yet. But anyway, let's jump cut over to crafting the powered one. So here we are, and we're going to make the cogwheel longboard, not cog blade. I'm not sure why I cut up with the word cog blade. Probably something from World of Warcraft, you know, with the cog blade raptors. But the cogwheel longboard, if I can even pronounce that today. Once we've crafted that with the cash shop item, you know, in the marketplace, 2,000 crits, cogwheel itself, and indeed the original longboard, we get an achievement all greased up, which gives us a merit badge as well, I believe. And we have this. Now this thing is a work of art. Look at this. I didn't mean to get on it then actually, but what we'll do is we'll Alt-GR and F12 this so we can have a zoom in. When we have a look at this, look, there's literally cogs, and it's all moving, and it's fantastic. And look at the wood. Oh, it's very nice. The detail that they put into vehicles in this game, and indeed any sort of craft, be it boats or skateboards or whatever. I tried to use something then. Sorry, my bad. It's just phenomenal, really. I really enjoy when they bring out stuff like this. This guy's just bewildered by the fact I'm on a longboard. I got up pretty early today to try this out, so a lot of people just didn't have this. I can imagine the servers are going to be filled with people with them, and I've already broke it. So as you can see, this thing is a lot faster. We're a lot faster. It also has the ability of maintaining speed underwater through momentum like the car does. If you're not familiar with that, basically, water does not slow it down until you come to a full stop. But with this, you actually... Oh, look at that kickflip. That was amazing. So yeah, you've got a few buttons on this. You've got the ability to jump back, as it is. The jump, vertical jump ability. We've got the side swipes. We've also got a kickback, as you can see there. And we've also got a kickflip or a loop. You know, like that. Kick loop thing. Now, unfortunately, when your character's on its side, sometimes it doesn't self-right, but you can keep pressing the buttons, and of course you can get off the board and get back on it to sort that out as well, or resummon it, because, you know, obviously this works with Rider's Escape as well. This one is a lot faster. I've not tested its full speed. I would imagine it's about 20-something, you know, just normally. I think it's about 10 to 15. I think I clocked 18, just on a slightly ramped surface like this earlier. But as you can see, it's a hell of a lot more fun than the other one. It's, you know, obviously costs a hell of a lot more, but they've both got their little, you know, perks. Personally, I really enjoy the idea of kicking a longboard, a bit like a skateboard, but the idea of a powered longboard really is amazing. Now, again, I must stress you cannot use trade packs on these. It would be, you know, fairly overpowered. This thing does cost real-life money or Thunderstruck logs, 13 of them, I think, or is it 15? Either way, you're going to be set back quite a bit. Now, that's logs, not trees. They could have made it a whole lot worse with trees. Now, a tree, for example, on my server, Dahuta EU East, will actually sell on our auction chain for about 250 gold in total. So a log is like a few, yeah, it's about, I don't know, 50 gold or something, depending, you know, sometimes 80 gold. Today, they're going to be fairly pricey because of people, you know, wanting to do it with real money. Anyway, let's flip over and show some stunts and stuff. How the hell do I get out of here? Ah, what?